Nick Mazzilli joined alongside men's track athlete Steve Mitchell. Now, Steve, this past weekend at the YSU Icebreaker, you set a personal best record with a shot put of 16.92 centimeters. Can you talk a little bit about that accomplishment and what it means to you personally?
It means a lot to me because that's my furthest distance indoor thus far, and I've been here 5 years. It's a little different this year because I didn't have a football season to prepare for, and I started the full preseason for indoor track. And that was a goal of mine to try to at least place a little bit further than I did how I finished last year indoor track. To open up at almost 17 meters was beyond my goal. I didn't imagine it, but I can only look forward to getting better.
Then in that YSU Icebreaker, you posted second place in the weight final with 16.9 meters, and that earned you Northeast Conference Athlete of the Week, RMU Male Student Athlete of the Week. So what do all these accolades mean to you personally and the recognition it brings to the track program as a whole?
I feel like for the track program it means a lot. For me personally, it's just I don't take any accolades into consideration. I take it every day, a day at a time. If I get honored for my progress and my hard work for my team's benefit, that's good as well, but I don't put them on my refrigerator or anything. I could just continue to look at that as a benchmark or a landmark from the previous year and only improve or use that as a motivational factor for the rest of my teammates. For this year, since the last year for men's track, I wanted to open up and have a pretty good meet just to set the tone as far as being the oldest person on the team too, that hey, if we're going to go out, we might as well get an NEC title too, and I think that got the message across.
And then you were a member of the RMU football team for 4 years. You were a defensive lineman. So you're one of the few athletes that has played two sports in college. What is the football season being to not playing football this year? How has that helped you prepare a little bit more for track?
Well, it's different. My diet changed. I lost 25 pounds. I'm not happy about it, but I don't need, to walk around with the extra defensive lineman weight. It was important to me this year that if I lost weight, A, that I'd be able to stay explosive and keep my strength, and B, that if I was going to lose a little weight, that I would stay fast in the circle, be able to move. And so far, it's pretty successful. I'm moving a lot better. My feet are under me a little bit more. My legs are stronger. As far as my diet and preparation is concerned, we do more Olympic lifts for track opposed to explosive lifts for football, so my body composition is a little different as well. I need to change my diet back to actually gain weight. I never thought I'd say that before, but just take it a day at a time. And as far as playing two sports, I just say it kept me out of trouble. It gave me a reason. I feel like I'm one of those guys that has to be under some sort of time schedule to make sure that my day-to-day routine goes by as smoothly as possible. Football, it was my off season, my first love. When the season was over, the month in between track and football, November, December, was really a time that I would play catch up actually, between football and track to get my movements and stuff together. But as far as being a part of two different environments and having two different sets of friends and people, being one all male versus co-ed sport, it's kind of hard to find a balance, but you kind of figure it out. It's just like a big team, honestly. I have friends on both teams, and somehow we all know each other on the track and football teams. I think me being that actually brought both these teams a little closer together.
Then you guys have a month-long break for your next meet, culminating with the holiday break. How can you guys get back in the swing of things after having such a time off and just adjust back to athletics, academics?
The important thing about the winter break is just to stay focused. You don't want to put all the time and effort in the preseason and go home and lose it, and set yourself back and get ready to come back. So the important thing is, we have a lifting regimen sent out to us. Hopefully these guys can get we'll have a better meal plan at home. Steady food. We're not going to Romos and eating burritos and all that junk. But I think it's important, and these guys are focusing on this year. They started a lifting program last year. On top of practice, they might go to Jefferson and get an extra leg day or something in, which is where it really starts, honestly. But I think it's more or less about yourself and accountability. Can you come back and say that you put more effort in while you're by yourself and have more time with no school obligation? If you come back, the results from the first meet will show, and that's usually how it goes.
All right, thanks, Steve.